everyone. Thanks for being here today with me for Science and Stories. Can you help me sing our hello song? Are you ready? It starts with a wave. Hello to everyone, and how are you today? We've come to our science time to laugh and sing and play. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. So roll your hands as slow as they'll go. And roll your hands so fast. Give your hands a clap, 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 and lay them in your lap, lap, lap. I've got my science bag with me today. You know, I bring it every time, right? There's something inside. Do you think we can guess what it is? Oh, did you hear that? It makes a noise today, the science bag does. Did you hear that? You already know what's in there just by using your ears to hear that sound? I'll show you how big it is too. We can use our eyes. We use all of our senses today. We'll use our eyes to see, our ears to hear. We'll use our nose to smell and our mouth to taste. And then we'll use our fingers to touch. And then we'll learn so much. We already heard something. We used our ears. Did you hear that? Can you tell what it is already by that sound? Use your eyes. Let me show you the shape of it. Is that what you expected? Do you see the shape? I'll feel it and tell you if it's hard or soft. It's hard. Should I taste it? I don't think I want to taste what's in the science bag today. I'll give it a smell though, and I'll let you know. Nope, no smell in the science bag. There was a sound though. Let's hear that again. What's your best guess? What do you think I'm going to pull out of the bag today? Say it out loud. Do you have a prediction of what's coming out of this bag? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Was your guess correct? Did you make the right prediction? Oh, it's a bell. It sounds really loud next to my ear. I can't make it sound soft. It's a really loud sound. We can hear all kinds of sounds with our ears. If we listen close and are quiet and cup our ears, we can hear other sounds in the room. If we listen closely, we can hear all kinds of things. Our story today is about a young girl who wanted to listen closely to hear if she could hear all of the things, both loud and soft, going on in her neighborhood. She went on a listening walk. I wonder what she heard. Let's find out. The Listening Walk by Paul Showers, illustrated by Aliki. The Listening Walk. It starts by her putting on her shoes. I wonder what kind of sound her shoes are going to make on the carpet. Here she goes. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He's an old dog and he does not walk very fast. We go down the street and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly, and his shoes go dop-dop, dop-dop, dop-dop. I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I never listened to before. I listen to lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. I like to listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound like this. Other sprinklers turn around and around. They go like this. With. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They make only a soft hum. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. Braka, 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 braka. When cars go around the corner too fast, they go whirr. When cars stop quickly, the brakes go ee. A lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels. The lady's high heels go bick buck, bick buck, bick buck. A bus is coming, and the lady starts to run. Bick, 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 bick. The bus stops at the corner. The lady gets on. The bus starts up again. Troof. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They're using a jackhammer. It makes a loud banging sound. Dack, 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 dack. The jackhammer hurts my ears. I put my hands over my ears as we walk by. Dack, 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 dack. Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It's quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go chuff, 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 chuff. At the pond, the ducks are waiting. They want us to feed them too. The small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say quack, 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 quack. The big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us, but they do not come close. The big ducks say quack, quack, quack. Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park. The woodpecker sounds like a little hammer. He goes rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. In the park I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go greet, greet, greet. I hear the wind in the leaves. It whispers, shh. I hear bees in the flowers. Buzz. It's fun to go on a listening walk. I do not have to go far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. You do not even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere all the time. All you have to do is keep still and listen to them. Right now there's sounds you can hear. When you finish this page, close the book and listen. How many different sounds can you hear right now? Close your book and count them. Can you listen like this little girl is listening in the story? We'll close our book and try. Put your hands up to your ears and cup them. The sound is different when you do that. If you take your hands away and listen and then put your hands back up. Why? Why is the sound different? I can hear better this way. If we sit quietly for just a minute, how many different sounds can you hear? Let's try. Are you ready? What did you hear? I hear the refrigerator humming in my house. I hear a bird outside chirping. What did you hear? You could go on a listening walk outside and count all the different things that you hear in your yard or in your neighborhood. Wonder how many you'll count. I have a listening game for you so we can practice listening close. Sometimes it's hard to do, to listen closely. We have to be quiet and patient. We already heard this bell. You guessed that one. I have some other things under this blanket. Do you think you can listen closely and guess what they are? Let's give it a try. Are you ready? Here's the first one. Listen close. Do you recognize that sound? What is it? What's your best guess? Did you guess right? That's an instrument called a maraca. I recognize that sound. All right, are you ready for another one? Here we go. Listen closely. I bet you know that one. What's your best guess? Bells. That's a happy sound. All right, another one. This one might be trickier. You ready? What is it? You have a guess? Do you recognize this instrument? Sounds like a chime. It's called a triangle. All right, I have another one. Ready? What do you think that is? Say it out loud. All right. That's a kind of drum. Did you guess it? I like this one because it has these two beads, and if you move your hand back and forth like this, oh, that's really loud. I like that drum. All right, one more. Last one. This one might be difficult. You hear that? What do you think it is? This is a sound maker that I made. I took a paper towel roll and I put things inside. I think I put in sand and little rocks and some beans, dried beans. And I taped up the ends and I put tissue paper and painted on tissue paper with glue. You could make one too, your own sound maker. Sometimes these are called rain sticks because if you listen to them as you move them slowly, it kind of sounds like rain pattering down on the ground or on the sidewalk maybe. Make your own sound maker. You can put all kinds of things inside so it makes different noises. I have one more thing to show you. This is really interesting. I made a different kind of sound maker out of this cooling rack for cookies. Do you have one of those in the house? You can also use a metal coat hanger, and I tied a string to it. If I hit it with one of my sticks here, I'll use the one for the triangle. Listen. Do you hear that sound? Sort of sounds like a clanging sound. The sound is traveling through the air to our ears so that you could hear. But the surprising thing is if you take a string and tie it on, then lay the string across your finger like that, and then put it just right to your ear, and then hit the metal part. You will not believe the sound it makes in your ear. The sound travels through the air, but did you know that sound will also travel up a string and right into your ear? And it sounds like you're standing in the steeple of a church when the bells are going off. It's so surprising how loud that is. It's a really wonderful sound. Very surprising. Give it a try. Drying rack or a coat hanger will work too. It makes an incredible noise. You'll be surprised. So give it a try today. Make an instrument or a sound maker. Make other noise around the house. Go outside and go for a listening walk and see how many different sounds you can count. It's hard to listen closely. You have to be quiet and you have to be patient. It's hard, but you know what? You can do hard things. I'll see you next time at Science and Stories. Bye, everyone.